As in the security law book, fans have been debating about Michael Afton's identity, with some people believing that he is the bite victim, while other people believe, well, at least more, where most likely people believe that he is the older brother, where I most likely believe. And today I'm going on to explain how 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 Mike victim cannot be true, who at least in my opinion is most likely, and how it's most likely that the older brother is Mike Afton. First, we'll start with the whole debate of why Mike Afton is the clown child. First, it all started in the Survival Law book. In the Survival Law book, the spirit named Cassie. Cassie asked some questions to Michael, and we know this date based on that is obviously his book. Look, but Cassie says some stuff what relates to the bite victim. Like ask some questions it's about Michael about stuff that the bite victim should know. Oh, like about do you have dreams? What's his how Michael draws Alzheimer's Fitbear, or what's your favorite toy? And one of these options are obviously see the phone that we see in FNAF 4's gameplay, and also most likely he still talk to you. What was it how the favorite player you talk to the bite victim? All of these cannot make sense unless that Mike Rafter was the bite victim. So that was all. Oh, there's some food problems. Is this first? Harry implied that there's a nurse being inside this book, that being uh um the permanent test, and Cassie most likely talking to the permanent test because what we see that Cassie asks, "What can you see?" in the permanent test response, "I can't see." He, but he can hear sounds. This is also parallel how in the first epilogue, how the Stitchwick got two spirits. Jake that is also a representation of the crying child, while Andrew is a representation of Cassidy. And Andrew admits that he cannot see, but he hears sounds. Just like the bite victim, and just like the bite victim can hear sounds, but he can't see. It says that Cassie is part of this book, playing that both Cassie and the bite victim both possess the suit. And instead of just them just being the book. And this tells us that the book is its own rotation of Golden Fate itself. And this really against the theory of Mike Fittum and Baby Fifth. Because if that's the crime, like if that Michael cannot see, either why he can answer the question in this law book. This is implying that the fair test as in the permanent tests are also separate. Meaning that the permanent test is the crying child, the web pen test is Michael. And we ain't done it because it's in the same book. The crying child admitted that he was dreading his birthday, and in the same place it says it was for me. As with the dread, huh? What's that familiar? Cause it's just like the name of Dreadbear from Curse of Dreadbear, and Curse of Dreadbear is always implied to be about FNAF for itself. So in the cabinet where we complete each of the mini games, and if we go to the cabinet, we see 7 candles. 7 candles. This tells us that the control was 6 until he turned 7th on his birthday. And this completely debunks Mike's victim As in cause we know that we play a Michael from FNAF 2, and then we know that we play Michael from FNAF 4 based on the phone call. And we had to talk about him drawing Nightmare Fedbear, and also say Wasted Dreams. But we also play as Michael from FNAF 3 based on the story of what we have found. I'll go talk about later. And we also had the Phantom Charms that also was of FNAF 1 and 2. FNAF 2, huh? This tells us that our player character here is Michael. Go and one of these security guards that we play as is Michael Afton. It most likely Fitz Smith. Because normally he got fired by the Teresa Mike Smith does. But also guess what you're the band too. And this also he debunks Mike Fittum because the bike Fittum would be like 10 or 11 during that time. Make him not work at the FNAF 2 location. He said debunking Mike Fittum. And let's go to our never evidence, that being the mole in the Westies. In the mole, but before we talk about that, we need to talk about how Michael and the Orbers connected to watch the TV. So in Minneapolis, we can see the Orbler watch TV, and we know that he is the Orbler because they both have great tests in the same great a shirt. Upon that is the Orbler. So the Orbler is to watch TV, and one of the Orbler's jump scares, he is associated with TV, just like Michael does in his location, where he watch TV that like we see in each single night. And part that the Orbler is Michael Afton. And also in the mall of the Westies, we get Flat and Claire. Claire would be a representation of Miss Afton, and that Flat is a representation of William, based on he's like the vampire character. Like William is also kind of like a vampire too. Like take the women that spirits out of the children's, and the baby is also Michael, based on both of them being look-alike. That's like Michael and William also look-alike, based on, and they both purple. Michael being physically purple, while William being in this rotation as the one that live in the shadows. So well, here's this. We know you see the rest of the babies, and this makes sense since that this kid is a baby, meaning that he was the first born. Just like William's first player was the Orbler, connected to the Orbler to Michael. And there is that against Mike Fittum is the posters from FNAF Pizzeria Series. In the poster from FNAF 6 Pizzeria Series, may love these. We see a poster from that is representation of the Afton family with the mastermind puppet. You see, we got the mastermind puppet, the dumb puppet, the clown, and the bear. Here, the master puppet is also representative of William, since that he's like the master of his whole entire series, and the puppet also represents as Michael. Could be how he looks like his father, and how he had been dragged a lot, and that the crown also represents Elizabeth, based on her being focused as a clown, being manipulated as a clown, or as we see in a t-shirt Easter from FNAF 6 when Scott Baby is next to the clown. And we got the bear that's also with like the reputation of the bite victim. It happened in proving that Michael and the bite victim had shown separately, proving that Michael and the bite victim are not one of the same persons. Some people say that these posters are not important because about what somebody said who made these posters, was saying that they do not have no hair lore and they just Easter eggs. First, this is not Scott, meaning that we actually use this is as evidence that they are not actually important. And second, and whoever made this is not we sure or are they actually important. And second, this is whoever who draw all this make call them out as Easter eggs. And as we know in FNAF, nothing is not just an Easter egg. It takes some hair lore in it. So, yeah, these posters are important. Well, some people say that they are the rotation of the Afton twins in the FNAF 6 pizzeria. In the FNAF 6 pizzeria, and that could be true. But the bear seems to look like it's going. When in the bear shows it with a party hat, and shows it has sharp teeth and sharp claws. That's like the Clown Charles shows it with a party, and the Clown Charles lead Nightmare Fitbird from FNAF 4's gameplay. And some other evidence comes from Security Beach in the stop bar area. In the stop bar here, we have like 5 stop bars. A magician stop bar, what looks like a maze stop bot, and pizza worker stop bar, and a baby stop bar, and a no head stop bot. And since the circus baby stop bar is in this family, and this thing, and all we know what it's called. And since I also confirmed that it is about the, since I also confirmed that the magician puppet and the maid puppet is RC you will see it as 2 planets that have the force. It's like William and Mrs. Afton time have been applied to have the force. And it happened also again that Michael and the bite victim have shown separately. So, well, I guess that's it. So the Ouroboros may reappoint, so he cannot be used by nothing, especially in the last cutscene with the Ouroboros is really apologizing with his little brother, and the Ouroboros cannot be nobody else besides Phone Guy, because I heard that some people may think that he is Phone Guy, but the problem with that is that Phone Guy seems to be always been working this fabric entertainment since in the 80s. Well, the Ouroboros was in like his teenager years, so he cannot be a Phone Guy. And another thing that also proves this is you guessed it, the Faber Fight books. In the Faber Fight books, Michael have been associated, have been players of the Ouroboros. Some people does not use this as evidence because it's Faber Fight books maybe focus on parallels, but it could be actually used. One being the new kid. In the new kid, David seems to be a parallel of the Ouroboros, but he started causes Kelsey stuff that's also a parallel of the bite victim. And David watching TV. He does like Michael does in this occasion, and David is just Kelsey, so you have all attention. Just like like the old Borther is just of his little brother, the crying child, or how he get attention, where it was a good attention or bad attention. Since this is one reason why he scared his brother with the Foxy mask. And another story that also proves this is the Sea Buddies. He's where a boy he feels guilt about fussing his little brother's Sea Buddies. Just like the older brother has guilt. He will kill or accidentally kill his brother. Here again, I must say a parallel. And knowing that the Sea Buddies is to be a parallel of Ender based on they call inside him and make him skin kind of like what. In the story, he walks to the streets and I guess he like probably died. There's like Michael was obviously he probably controlled by Ender inside of his body. And probably walked to the state, which and what listed of again and Michael in the or Borther parallel. I can read this on him, but I'm just gonna waste my time. We want to like talk about these, but I'm just gonna talk about food them. One being Step Closer. In Step Closer, here we got Pete, and Pete seems to be a parallel of the or Borther, or based on he has switched away based on he scared his brother Chuck with the Foxy animatronic. And knowing that Pete's skin start to bruise. Pete's arms start to bruise. It's like it starts to turn purple. There's like a Michael's skin and turns purple by all the bruise inside his body. Again, and he parallel. A good parallel. Give the fact that we got a bird that scares his little bird with the Foxy animatronic. And also happened is stated that Pete chews gum. There's like also have to mention that Michael also chews gum, and Pete is obviously a bird parallel. Well, Chuck is a decline child parallel. Some people say that Pete is actually the current child parallel. The current child parallel based on he died in this story. And also that Pete was cheesed on a lot. And also that Pete was teased like only just once. And Pete was scared of Foxy. But there's some food problems. One, and being that Pete did not really get make fun of or get pick on. And, like the only time that he was like make fun of or get teased is as his was all you see his fault. By way Pete he accidentally tripped him in the lab. And second, Pete's not really that scared of Foxy. Like the only reason why he was scared of Foxy is because of the curse. And plus, in the story, Pete was not really scared of Foxy. He was more likely scared of the curse that he has, what Foxy give him. And second, the Bifiddle seems to be more like a Chuck parallel, more than a Pete parallel. The only thing that we have and mixed up parallels, like sister parallels, was hide and seek. In hide and seek, we got Toby, and Toby seems to be a confused parallel. But some people say that Toby is a parallel of the current child. With some people say that he's like a Michael parallel. Heck, some people use hide and seek as evidence for Mike Fittem because it's about Toby is connected to the shadow. That is Shadow Barney. And Shadow Barney glows teeth and also he glows sharp claws. Just like Shadow Freddy, he as Nightmare got sharp teeth and sharp claws. And plus, Shadow Barney and Fabric Flies seems to be like a Shadow Freddy parallel. in but Toby is also a Michael parallel based on he did not give not much as attention to his father. Her and plus the Toby's father in his blooder um um in his blooder or seems to have having a good relationship. Like Connor and his father have a good relationship. Hell, making Toby jealous. And plus, Toby and Connor both teased each other, so there could be both Michael parallels. But I can see why people believe that Toby is the Connor Charles parallel because he's the youngest, but he also a Michael parallel because it's how Toby and Carlton will both bullied each other. So they could be this, I don't know, both Michael and the Bifidum parallels at the same time. I guess. And also we got what we have found. And what we have found, we got Hudson. And Hudson seems to be a parallel of Michael, but also the Bifidum. Because Hudson was bullied, but he didn't have been picked on a lot. Just like the Bifidum was bullied. But also, this is the same story that shows that Hudson had accidentally caused an accident and accidentally killing his mom. Just like the older brother accidentally killing his younger brother, her in the FNAF 4. Hudson's basically again and probably an older brother or the Clark Child parallel, but most likely a Michael parallel. Some people use this as evidence for Mike Fidum, but I still see it as proven as Michael at the same time. Him based on he accidentally killed his mom, so that could be accurate. And also Hudson changed names. That's like Michael changed names in the story to hide his identity, but being known as the Afton. And I think I'm done talking about the Fabric Fight books. At least some of them, cause there's still some lot of Fabric Fight books that obviously against Mike fit them, but I'm not gonna waste my whole video by talking about these books, cause we obviously just get the mail by this point. So we'll talk about new animation that's against this theory. Most of the characters Encyclopedia book. In the characters Encyclopedia book, we get, even though there was no page for Michael, but it has some page for the bite victim that also create the bunks and Mike victim. That being him, we see the picture for the crying child. Oh, and we can see the crying child's eyes having brown eyes. And this fully debunks Mike victim because Michael had been explained to have blue eyes. It's based on the game over scale of FNAF 1 and what we see in sister location. And also from the same page that that the bite victim had been shown as a spirit. It means that in this obviously for the bunks Mike victim even more forward because that this shows us that the Clan Charles world behind the series is obviously just a spirit. This may be proof to us that he is a spirit from Happiest Day, but that's for a point, not for stress. And we got another animation that fully debunks Mike fit them. Also, that being the movie script. In the movie script, we get the movie script of Michael that explains that he have a troubled past, has what he done and from what he accidentally did from the past, and that are being causing the bite. Some people say that he had guilt by the Mr. Chun incident, but that's survival guilt. And survival guilt and the guilt are different things, and it's all see. And Also, there was also a movie script for the bite victim that showed separately for Michael as Garrett. This could be told that the current child's actual name is Garrett. So that's all, and this is why I believe that Mike Rodden is most likely the older brother and not the current child. So so like I'm gonna say this again, if Mike Rodden is not the bite victim, but and Mike Rodden is actually the bite victim's older brother, that being in the Foxy bully, the Foxy blow. Thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe, and leave that bell. We'll see more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. And make sure to comment down below and what you also think about this theory. And like I said, again, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Or you want to see more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.